And welcome back to Ozarks Live. Tomorrow, of course, is the 20th anniversary of the events that occurred on September 11th, 2001. And we have a special project related to that you'll want to know all about. Please welcome producer and director Michael Gier. Michael, it's good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back.
Well, we appreciate you being with us. Now, you have two documentaries to discuss we're going to talk about today. First one being Wounded Heroes, and then a brand new one about 9/11. And we spoke with you about Wounded Heroes a few months back. But remind our audience what it's about and where they can stream it.
Well, I met a guy in San Diego named Carl a few years back, and he was battling post-traumatic stress and was on 16 different medications, down from 18. And that was shocking to me. And so I wanted to go out and produce a documentary looking for alternative treatments that would actually do more than just be a Band-Aid. It would actually solve the problem. And so the film is featured with alternative treatments that give people their lives back, anybody who's battling post-traumatic stress.
Now, and where can people find this so they can, it's a very important documentary, obviously. Where can people view this?
Wounded Heroes is available on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, Roku, Vimeo, you name it, it's out there.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now there is also a brand new documentary you have, kind of dovetails with this a bit. It's about healing the heroes of 9/11, and we've got a clip here, so take a look at this.
In groups, we were going to whatever voids or openings we could see, hoping to find somebody in there. And we were searching, and you're basically searching by hand. And that was one of the things that always struck me too. There was nobody to treat. There were no bodies. There were no survivors. I was thinking that I was going to see, hundreds or thousands of people, with various injuries, and there weren't. So that was tough to try to comprehend. And I stayed there for it was almost like 2 full days. We didn't leave initially. You just got to the point of exhaustion. You just laid down in the street.
Incredibly powerful. Tell me about the project.
So that was Bill. He was a firefighter on 9/11. And that was one of the things that many of the first responders said. What was the hardest for them was they were there to save lives. They got to ground zero, all excited to save and find people that they could help. And there was nobody to help. They were all gone. And that was, I think, one of the most impactful things from all of them. But we feature 5 different first responders from ground zero, as well as the Pentagon. And they tell their story of what they experienced firsthand. And then they talk about their battle with post-traumatic stress the last 20 years, how it's dramatically affected their lives, traumatized their lives in many ways. Then we put them through a protocol called TRP, Trauma Resiliency Protocol. And then we filmed them afterwards just to show the dramatic positive change in their life.
What organizations did you work with on this? Because if you tried it on your own, you'd still be working on it, and yet you have a finished product. Now, what organizations did you work with?
Well, this was all produced by my company, Gier Productions, and the company or the nonprofit organization behind this film is 220.org. They actually hired my production company and myself to produce and direct the film for them. They're releasing this film, Healing the Heroes of 9/11, for free to the public on September 11th. On their website, 220.org, plus it'll be on YouTube and Vimeo. And we did this project because Dan Jarvis, who runs 220, was in my last film, Wounded Heroes. He was one of the featured veterans, retired sheriffs that was battling post-traumatic stress that got his life back. He started the nonprofit, and he's helped thousands all over the country. They do TRP, as I mentioned, and that's what's featured in this particular film. And it's so impactful, and it proves, again, if 9/11 heroes can be healed, anybody can be healed from post-traumatic stress.
Let me ask you, and this may be tough to answer. What was the most memorable part about making this for you?
What's always exciting for me in regards to both of these films is seeing the transformation of the people that are sitting in front of me that I'm interviewing. I heard their stories of what they experienced. I heard how it's traumatized their lives the last 20 years. Then I saw what they said afterwards, and their life changed. Like one of the women, she can't even come into New York. She said, if I had to go to New York, I rushed in, I did what I had to do, and I got out as fast as I could because I just was a mess in New York. After TRP, she said, I felt like a tourist. I walked around, I took my time, I saw the skyline, I forgot how beautiful the city is. I actually enjoyed it. That was just one of many dramatic changes after TRP that took place in these these first responders' lives.
Well, let's continue to hope and pray that more and more of them can feel like tourists once again. That would be terrific. Again, remind folks where they can see this, Michael.
So Wounded Heroes is available on all of the different platforms, Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and the others. And then Healing the Heroes of 9/11, you can see for free at 22, that's the number 22, and then spell out zero, zero.org, starting on September 11th, 2021.
All right, Michael Gier, thank you so much for being here. And I hope, this in some way helps bring people a modicum of peace at least. Thank you, Michael.
Absolutely. Thank you.